Hello, this week on streaming, I decided to test out the format I've been mentioning about for the July challenge. And ended up just playing Slay the Spire for the whole stream after Tomodachi, and had quite a bit of fun. I always have fun playing Slay the Spire, and ended up deciding to show off a few of my favorite mods, at least somewhat. So yeah, here's some highlights of that. I think for this week's video, as I show off a few of my favorite modded characters at the moment. Please enjoy.
Start with 5 colorless cards. All enemies start with slow debuff. Rewards only contain 2 cards. I think that's okay. I haven't played the Clay Tonic in a while, so I'm going to be fucking slow. Um, I mean, I can just show you. It's easier. The Gin Tonic is a really interesting character that has it's on the verge of having one too many mechanics. I'd say. Just cause, oh yeah, so here's the thing that's in the mods. You get quests. The quests give you these things. These things work for a special, but there's a lot of special. It'll make sense when you see the map. So, actually, I don't know if there's any specials on this map. There are not. So this is a fairly standard map as far as modded Slay the Spire goes. If you don't see one by the end of this run, or by the end of the stream, because if I die earlier, I probably will do a second round, because I'm in the mood for some Slay the Spire. There's a timer. I don't care. I don't go for speed in Slay the Spire. I have this mod as well. This is really nice. It's not useful here, because I'm just going to go up to the side. But yeah, so you can set out things. But the Gin Tonic is all about these things. So I have orb slots similar to other characters, but mine make these, and there is oh sorry, that one gives me one, but sorry, that makes these, and there's a bunch of them. Now, as you can see, there's 3 of them. If once I have completed all 3, they get they get removed. And this character has a whole fucking table of shit. So at the moment, I've got all the ones starting with A. So it is nice. It does grey out any of the ones you can't get from this point, which is very, very nice. Well, that's not going to do anything at the moment, is it? But some of the things that are really nice are sort of like the getting thorns at the end of each turn. If you want to just stack, like, see, this is the other problem. These do take resources, so you can, but there are ways of getting the resources. Applying poison might be a good thing to go for, but at the moment, we're just sort of in the early game where predicting that sort of thing isn't exactly going. That's not going to happen. Because the only place we're getting those from. Well, I guess that there we go. We get 2 A's. I don't want to know what the 2 A's was though. Plate armor or dexterity. Well, that's fine. It's not useful at the moment, but it's fine. And then, so yeah, we get another one, and that gives us the T, and T is damage over time, and would give us me the dex when. So it doesn't give it me now; it gives me when I get the next one. I should clarify that, I suppose. Oh right, fuck, I can't count. It's a good job I have the ones that give me block, isn't it? Yeah. So this character is a bit mad, just a tad. I don't really need to force that one out. Maybe use a publish and double the effect. That's not the most useful item. I guess that's something someone. Fuck it, I might as well trigger it. Got nothing better to do this turn. I don't have any fucking attacks. Yeah, now I just get 1 dexterity every fucking turn. If you think this scales ridiculously, you'd be right. Right, so I've not played with these cards, but yeah, just keep cards that don't die and fill your exhaust with cards. So that's a one you pick up later and you know you're getting a lot of like links out, but at the moment I'm not, so and I don't have a lot. And like, yeah, all that's based on making links, and it's not worth taking cards about making links this early on, unless you know for a certain you're going to get there, and which I don't, you know. I guess I'm not doing anything this turn, that's fun. This is not a good build to go into. Like, I can't do a lot, like, this thing doesn't work a lot early game, and I'm gonna be honest. So that one is your extra thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make a very honest statement here. I should have done 2 attacks there, shouldn't I? Adding more cards that don't actually fit the theme of this doesn't work. I'm pretty sure there are ways of playing this character without worrying about linking shit. And honestly, I think let's try that build. Let's actually try a build where I'm not worrying about linking stuff so much. I get that card now, and that's not good. This is a bad example of this character. This is a really bad. I'm not gonna play again, just for the sake of showing that off. Okay, we might as well. Okay, that's the one that deals damage. That's good. That's really useful. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do damage. It doesn't, however, trigger that. So, what did you just exhaust that from my deck? How long have you been exhausting cards from my deck, and I've just not noticed? Oh shit! Well, this is going to be a real problem. Again, I'm doing it at random, so there's not much point chessing. But those are the things. In case you're wondering, those are the things I can. Ooh, actually, there is a. I could. This is the one time getting more cards would be really useful. Unfortunately, it's going to take me a little bit to get there. Okay, I should hopefully draw enough damage. I do not. I don't even draw enough block. That's fun. Then again, I'm down half my deck by this point. And almost dead. Oh, right, because that's there. You know, you can communicate these things with me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I had lethal and I just straight up didn't use it because I'm fucking stupid. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm even more of an idiot. Fuck. I'm not dead, but god, I'm real dumb today. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. Right. Random effects on thing. I'm not linking. Fucking. Sure, why not? Let's just... Card that keeps on carding. This is the card that never ends. Sure, take that card, it's useless. This is one of the most broken items. So you know that really annoying effect that one enemy has? How about you apply it every 3 attacks you do? Does that sound fair and balanced? No, well, we're doing it anyway. Like there's a boss relic that lets you pick any relic, and a lot of the time I pick that relic because it's just so good. I'm alive. I'm barely alive, but I'm alive. Die. God, I am. That's the first potion I've got. Game gave me a fucking. Yeah, game gave me a card about using. All about using potions, and then didn't give me any potions. That is some bullshit. I go down to 2 health. Ow. I think I'm dead here. I mean, that's fun. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to show you it because I'm about to fucking die. That's also fun, but it's not gonna trigger because I'm about to fucking die. This has been a terrible start. Random relic. Barrel. If you have 50 or less gold at the end of your combat. Right, it's the opposite of greed. Greed's a fun card. It's a fun card. It lets you choose one of many effects, but you get one extra choice for every so much money you have. It's I think it's in the animator set. Whoever made the animator put so much work into it. Like, it shows. Like that is a labor of love. That thing. Like they made special like icons and all sorts. for for various effects. They made different types of damage. Like they went way above and beyond like what is necessary. Ooh, scary face, scary mask. Scary mask is great. Um, do you not like multi-enemy fights? Well, scary mask is here for you. Literally just take right, yeah. So now I can talk about what I was talking about with things. This is is an upgraded elite. That's a nightmare elite. And there is a shop, one of the shops where you can spend the void shots, which gives you a few options. I haven't fought a nightmare in forever. I think I've only ever done it once. Maybe I think I've done it twice. I've beat it once. I'm gonna go this way, I think. And also, yes, this is what this mod is for. That mod is for. It's a simple tool. Yeah. So how do you feel about multi-man fights? You don't? Well, I've got a solution for you. Scarier Mask feels like a broken card sometimes, a broken item sometimes, but I think it's fine because there's some real busted shit the other way as well. So I don't mind having busted cards and busted items when there are real busted enemies as well. So yes, the Shadow Realm. That's not a good description. That's not good for stream. It's impressive because it means I can play a bunch of cards without, just knowing what they do. There's also a lot of cards I don't know what they do. I would like to be able to get a shop again if I can. Start of your turn, first card you draw costs one more. This combat means that's going to be terrible. None of the other cards are really useful. I'm healing enough. I will remove a strike. Because you get that much void shards, that's free. Do I take a risk on a random relic? Like, you can get bad ones from this. No, I don't want to. Honestly, I don't know, this might actually just turn into me showing off some of the cool mods that people have made. We'll see how long things go, but yeah. The Evolution is my current favourite character. Partially because variety, and anything with good variety is good in my book. This has orbs, but this character's orbs work a lot differently. Wait, both of them harpy? Oh my god, I got a pure harpy thing that I'd never got both of them being the same. There's a lot of forms, because that's the idea. She's a shapeshifter. She takes different forms. In this case, the form of a harpy, which is mostly drawing extra cards. Like this is actually like the fact that I randomly got harpy as the Tori's gift, because it randomly gives you starts you with a random dream. That's what Tori's gift does. And I got both harpies means I can't actually show how this character works in the first fight. That's my pure RNG. Quite funny. So yeah, here's some of the other forms. Let us. Fuck it. We have a boomerang. We have fire. Oh, ooh. Okay, There's a really fun card here that might work really well. Do we RNG it and transform? No, let's just take out a strike. You know me, and if you don't, you will. I don't. Strikes are my first thing to go. I would take that if I had the money for it, but I don't. Give me another flame strike. Fuck it. I am one rare card away from being able to do something very fun. That's gonna give me block, but not enough, so we'll do this. Yes. For point of reference, so you can yell at me if I miss it, I suppose. The card that I am looking for is Phoenix. The card I'm looking for is Phoenix. Plant gives you growth, and every 2 growth gives you an energy. So it's not an energy every turn, it's... Because at the moment I'm just boomeranging strikes, which isn't very fun. Well, now I can boomerang a flame strike, though, so... And flame strike always channels lava. It's not like some of them where it's like... You'd throw it out, and if it's got what... So that's the thing. So these, it's like channel a lava folk. It will always channel a lava folk, but if I have like... this card, where it says Harpy form, if I have the Harpy form, it'll do what it says afterwards. If I don't, it'll give me a Harpy. So, yeah, there's a brief explanation of that. How that I didn't explain this, but lava is damage at is extra damage each turn. Actually, you know what? No. If I had an actual if I had the actual growth card, which is another rare card, it gives you more orbs. Or if I had Tori, that's Tori's gift. The upgraded form is Tori, which is it gives you one extra spawn and starts you with all of them filled with genes. I would consider taking Plant as well. But no, I've got a lot of 2-cost cards actually, so getting that extra thing, even if it's only here and there, is useful. Human form. Don't be confused with human form. Human form isn't good. It seems like it should be, but it's not. Yeah, more trimming the fat. I want to trim this deck right back, which is why I'm saying I definitely feel like I need the growth. Yes, insect form gives you drones. There's some very fun things you can do with that if you get the right cards. And so drone, if you play it, it's 3 damage. If you let it exhaust at the end of the turn, it's 2 block. So I can fully block that attack even though I don't have the actual thing for it. Fun. Vodka. Phoenix, hi. Oh wait, it's only a blue card? I thought it was a yellow card. Oh well. Upgrade Phoenix immediately. This card is really good in any lava deck, and I'll tell you why. Its effect on Phoenix is to adapt with its effect is to adapt with a lava folk. Which it does twice, which it adapts to all the lava folks if you have a harpy, but with the upgraded version it'll always do. Lava folk deals 2 damage every time it's evoked and at the end of every turn. So basically every time you play this card, it does 4 more damage. It's a very good card. Oh hey, look, it's a Phoenix card. So it's not doing a lot yet. Give it time. That will scale. And see now if I could actually just keep boomeranging that and scale it rapidly, but I can also do that. And now I just update. I just added 2. I added 2. Succubus, as you might notice, adds this. This is Lust. This reduces damage. It's more effective than Weak. It removes that much damage from it. It's not a percentage. So I don't know. I guess it's not. It's more useful for lower. It's not for higher, I suppose, is the better way of describing it. Because percentage for high damage is better, but for low damage, that's better. You might have noticed, but my hand is now. All of my things are lava folk. I feel like you can imagine what's going to happen when I Phoenix next. Did you see all those ticks? How many ticks was that? That's just 4 adaptations. That's just 4. Like... like, this is so... I'll admit, this card is broken. I'll be the first to admit it. This card is probably broken. Do I care? No, I don't. I really don't. Because you have to feed it. It is a card that expands. It's not just like it's not a gimme, but once you have fed it, it can do stuff like that. So Beast, yes, it gives you Rage. Rage gives you block equal to your number of Rage each time you attack. I will try and explain them as I go. Feel like I should do if I'm showing them off, if I'm saying that this is me showing them off. Centaur gives you Vigor. Vigor is extra damage, 1 extra damage on your next attack for each figure you have. This is how we maximize this. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? What can I say? Except it works. Actually, Boomerang's really useful here because it means I don't have to worry about ethereals because I'll always get my Phoenix back. Oh, this is gonna kill you, isn't it? So that goes all my thing. I don't know where the harpy went. I'll be honest. Oh, God damn it! I forgot again. Fuck. Yeah, like this is a fun card. It has exhaust, but it only exhausts once it adds poison equal to 15% of the enemy's health. That's a fun card. Not always is kind of situational. It's not. I try and stick to like two, like three, like no more than 3 or 4 things depending on the build. If you break an enemy's block, deal 10 extra damage for it. That could be fun.
So that's that. So yeah, we'll take the Tuning Fork. We'll take out Last Strike just because I like being thorough in my complete genocide of things.
Oh hell yeah! So this gives you Goblin's Might, and Goblin's Might basically every turn that passes increases your damage by a certain percent. Like, yeah. Each turn, your attacks deal 5% more damage than last turn. So yeah, so this is if you have Centaur form, you get Beast form. If you have Beast form, you get if you have Centaur form and Beast form, you get that. I think I'm remembering that correctly. I don't know. Might be wrong. Just gonna upgrade the other Flame Strike. I should really be upgrading my blocks because my damage is fine, but most of my damage is things that cost a lot. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. See, having 2 Phoenixes is a trap. That's a trap. Because if you have 2 Phoenixes, then you're stacking 2 Phoenixes. You're not stacking 1 Phoenix. We only want to be stacking a Phoenix here. Lizard will do a bit while it's doing the thing. And then I mostly just want this for the Lava Folk upgrade. It's a small upgrade, but it's a small upgrade that means a lot in a deck that's mostly focused around that one fucking gene type. It all worked out, yeah. Isn't it fun? Isn't this one card super fun? I think it is. Giving me a boomerang was a bad idea. Giving me a boomerang was a fucking stupid idea, actually. Just means I get to play this card even more, and I've already trimmed most of the fat from this deck so I can play it as much as possible. Like, the only thing other than that in this deck is just more Lava Folk things. Like, what did they expect of me? Like, really, what did they expect of me here? What did they think was going to happen? And again, some people are really creative with the mods that they've made. Like, I cannot understate. Like, this is great. Like, there's so much variety to it, and yet it still feels balanced enough. Like, I'm very rarely, like, feeling like I'm faltering. Like, if I am pushed into a corner where I'm having to play a build that's, like, like, way too, like, a lot of options, I still feel like that's fine. Like, there is, like, playing a limited thing like this is like super powerful, but you can also get a lot of power out of just playing a lot. Like, I got one of the proper ones, didn't I? Yeah. So this is one of the base things. but they've added two, like, across the various mods I've had, there's at least two other. Oh, for fuck. This is one of those really shit things that's been added. So before I talk about this, let me talk about the other thing that's really shit. There is a boss that's been added, which is the ultimate, which is the giant Snecko, which gives you a thing that makes it so at the end of... So you know how Snecko gives you confusion? This gives you, and I don't know what it's called, but this gives you a thing that makes you have to transform 2 cards at the beginning of every turn. That then spawns a Snecko, which also gives you confusion. Like, this is the only character I think I've been able to beat that, like, I can sort of consistently beat that with. Anyway, let's get stuck at, like, either take, because you either take a ridiculously awful curse, which I can't guarantee I can get rid of. If I could, like, if I had a shop, I would probably take it. Or trying to leave, which forces you into a boss fight. Yes, I said a boss fight. Not just a fight, a boss fight. This is just really annoying, honestly. I have no other word to describe it. It's just annoying. Oh, I'm sorry, did you think that was all? Yeah, no, of course it's fucking not. That at least deals with all the... Right, they are flying, I forget. So why would I remember? If I don't defend, I'm dead. If I don't defend, I'm dead. I hate that. I hate that a lot. And now they all have defense. Oh yeah, and also they make it so you draw less cards. So you know when I said earlier that I'm not gonna complain about how broken some of the cards are. Fucking hell. And they force a bunch of burns into your deck. Yeah, so you know how I said earlier I'm not going to complain about how bullshit some of the cards I have are, because of how bullshit some of the enemies are. Yeah. Do you understand? Do you understand why I say such a thing? So I'm pretty sure that kills me. Yeah. That wasn't a bot. That is a random encounter. That's not a boss. That's not an elite. That is a random encounter. This game is fair and balanced. Since this is yeah, probably gonna double as here's some fun mods. I'm gonna show off the bandit. Yeah, I'm gonna show off the bandit, then I'm gonna show off the animator, and that's gonna be the video. Is going to be showing off these because they're fun. Part of me, the thing is, I'm saying that part of me wants to do, part of me wants to actually do the Kin Tonic again, just so I can get a decent run of it, because the Kin Tonic probably deserves a good showing as well, but because it's, you know, that's super in-depth mechanic, but it's getting the right cards for it, man. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So yeah, the Bandit's fun. It's a board game. I bet you weren't expecting that. Like, I bet you were not expecting this to be, like, what this was gonna be. Like, I didn't ask you to guess, but I don't think you were gonna guess this. Oh yeah, no, this is super cool. Like, this is why I love the mods for this game. Like, I love the base concept of this game anyway. It's a roguelike and a card game. It's two of my favorite things in one. But this adds a board game. Like, this adds a completely additional element. So, as you can see, some of the cards have move on them that moves you around the board, and different spaces on the board do different things. That is the short explanation of it. Then you get cards that add things to the board, which, like, so this one shuffles a bomb into my deck, but it also adds another bomb space to the board. So as you can see, there's now another bomb space on the board. Like, this is amazing. So blocks move, like, basic blocks move 2, basic strikes move 3, so I move 2, I land on this space, I get a strength! Yeah, no, this is so much fun. I don't know who came up with this, but they did a really good job. And then, yeah, so your item is you get that card, which just lets you pick a thing. Yeah, it's such a good combination of things, isn't it? This was already roguelikes and card games, but now it's also a board game. Like, No one needed to do this. No one needed to do this, but someone did, and I'm very glad they did. And again, this isn't even the most impressive mod I have, because I generally think the animator is the most impressive thing I have. Yeah, like, it actually works really well. Like, it is amazing how balanced this is. So yeah, so there's negative spaces like this one will summon a gremlin. This one makes you like you can hover over them all, like, and see what they do. There is ones that instantly kill you. I don't take any of those cards because that seems like it's going to be really unbalanced. Because I think the idea is they're supposed to be really powerful cards, but none of them feel powerful enough to justify putting a space on the board that will instantly kill you. So there are some cards that affect spaces specifically, like there is cards that make damage spaces deal more damage, there's cards that make, do the same thing for the block spaces. Obviously, I've got cards that affect these, the kaboom things, which is a very fun build. Yeah, transform a random empty space into a space that with this card's. Oh yeah, Endless Blast is a fun card. That's also a useful card. So this is also one of the few characters I don't want to take out the basic. Oh god, I'm gonna take the D20. No one says I'm gonna roll it, because I've got a terrible luck of rolling natural ones last time I played. Although I suppose since I'm showing the mods off, I have to roll it at some point. Fuck it. 16! Random rare potion. Oh, it's the potion that gives me extra potions. I'm gonna drink that immediately before I forget to. So yeah, this is a D20. It's literally a D20. Like, depending on what you roll, a different effect happens on every roll. And if it rolls a 20, it permanently becomes a good effect. If it rolls a 1, it permanently becomes a curse. And I keep rolling it as once. I am not lucky. This is like that. So that's not part of this mod. That's part of hubris. But yeah, like this is why I play this game with mods, because there's so much ridiculous bullshit. So once per combat, I can right click it to roll it. So I don't have to touch it. But it's that thing of it's there though. Like you could get something really good from this. Sometimes it's best doing it at the end, because there is one of the ones that I've rolled that is literally, it makes every card in your hand at the time cost 1 more for the rest of the combat. It's not a fun thing to get. Especially not a good first thing to get. Glass Shield. Glass Shield's fun. Is that yeah, that basically just makes if you are blocking, you take 3 less damage. It's really effective of a thing. I think the quest is just like the base Slay the Spire mods. I think like that and like the Void and stuff is just in the base sets, because I don't know what it would be in otherwise. Like I haven't seen anything specific that I think it's in, so I think that might just be a base thing. I might be wrong. Short range teleport. You may skip rooms instead of entering a floor 2 floors away. Has 2 charges. Okay. I'm gonna forget to use that. Oh no, okay. Thank you for doing that, because I would forget to use it if it didn't literally flash in front of me. I appreciate that the space that literally just plays adrenaline is just use the adrenaline symbol, because sometimes things don't need to be complicated. Yeah, I figured the last 2 cards in my thing were kabooms. It's a very fun, like, mini resource management thing. It's like, this game had enough levels to it already. Ow. Did not quite think that through, but, well. Well, it was a good turn, I think. Was a fair bit of damage in one turn. Yeah, see, Doom Space is the one that just straight up kill you. And like, gain 2 strength, time to change 2 random spaces into Doom Spaces. That's not worth it. That isn't worth it. Like, gaining 2 strength isn't like isn't a lot of value for something that just straight up kills me. Yeah, then you get stuff like Trek Move, which like you start playing 4D chess with yourself. Like, okay, is it worth me moving at the end of this turn to try and set myself up for the next turn? Yes. Thank God that I have a thing that puts over my head how much damage I'm supposed to take. I'm going to be taking because this blocks stuff. But actually, one of my favorite mods doesn't exist anymore. It's a real shame. Um, it was a painter mod, and the whole idea of it was you made these paintings, and like the different colors you paint, like all the cards were centering around painting different colors, and the different colors you paint caused different effects to happen. So there was like, you know, one space that was, you know, you paint like, so you like by default you paint like a red, and red's damage, and then blue's block, and then like pink was you gain temporary health, and like these are just some examples, right? But there was like, this is the idea, is like there was a lot of different colors. There was quite a few different colors, and like then you had rainbows, and rainbows painted another color on your next one. So you had like, there was the build, you could go in the build of I'm gonna try and focus on like, and there was like cards that were specifically designed that they only trigger if you ever had nothing painted. So the idea is you wanted to activate your paint, like claim the painting, activate the painting, and move on. So there's either nothing painted or exactly two different types painted. So if there was only one color painted, it wouldn't trigger the effect. If there was more colors than that, like if there was more than two colors, it wouldn't trigger the effect. It was only if there was exactly two colors that it triggers the effect. And I really liked that mod. I spent a lot of time playing around with that mod, and it just doesn't seem to exist anymore. And that is a hell of a heckin' shame. Because I had a real fun time with that. Yeah, free energy. Who said you can't generate free power? Science. Fuck science. Friendship ended with science. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Can't complain too much, they're both almost dead. Like, one kaboom will kill one of them. Does that take me? That takes me to a block space. That's nice. Gonna get murdered. So we'll do that. We'll get the block of that. Then we can get free energy. Fuck you, physics. Fuck you, physics. I demand free energy. But like, I feel like I should have more AoE than this. What was that? I feel like I should have more AoE than this because I do, because they're called bombs. Oh god, it's the mirror. It's one of the broken ones. It's one of the broken ones that I don't know if I can do anything with about. I mean, hell, since I'm likely gonna die anyway. He wants to see a buff nightmare. Because I haven't taken a bite on a nightmare for a while. I don't remember how bullshit they are. So let's learn together. I'm gonna skip that combat. I know I can skip the boss. I am aware of that fact. I'm not going to. I'm tossing go again. Better say. Nice. Okay. I was gonna say I better get something good from throwing that big of a card. Again, I know I can skip it. I'm choosing not to. Right, alright, yeah, it does magic, so you can't even tell what it does. So yeah, this after taking 50 damage sets itself to do 5 damage, but it's now got +2 strength every 5 turns. No, not every 5 turns, 5 times. Which it's already doing more damage than I can handle, so that's not great. And it's also weakened me. Yeah, deal less damage, gain less block. Like, I immediately am like, the first thing this thing did was handicap me significantly. There is a reason why this thing is referred to as a nightmare. Very good reason why this thing's called a nightmare. Buffs itself every fucking turn, but that's different, isn't it? Wait, so I move here, then do this, and at least I get a strength. So, you know what, let me roll, because... Cool. Because I was hoping to get something that would help. Why am I so foolish in thinking that was a good idea? Okay, this is where I drank the forbidden juice. I have the health to spend on it. Yes, no, I need the extra damage here. This is the one turn he's not spent dealing damage to me, and it's the one turn I get to change. I get to use my form, and that's great. It's actually really good. Oh, good. Now it's doing 30 damage on its own. My god. And it keeps fucking giving itself so much shit. My god. This is annoying. Maximum damage. It's also got a lot of health. Don't know if you noticed that. It's got a lot of health. Reminder, I don't do as much damage. Nor do I get as big blocks. Like, this is hella rough. God, it's... Yeah, the reshuffle... So I guess, yeah, the reshuffle... The reality shift seems to reset almost every turn. So that's not too bad. You know, I can only do 12 more damage, and then it ends my turn, so... Is it... you know, fuck it, I'm doing it. I don't know if it literally stops me dealing damage. Oh god, I don't even have enough time to draw... Okay, I should have drank the potion first. That's what we learned there. I think I'm dead. I'm gonna take every precaution I can here. Just try and actually give myself a chance, but the fact that I have a damage cap is more than a little problematic. Wait, that did... Oh, fuck. I would have been okay, but apparently I passed the damage cap, which I didn't mean to. Katsugatari is normally a decent one. Goblin Slayer is decent. Yeah, so here's the first thing. You get to pick a starting deck. That's the first thing I'm going to point out. You get to pick a starting deck. There's quite a few. Let's go... I don't remember any of... Let's go Overlord, because I don't remember any of them. Then, you get to choose what decks you have. Now, you can choose to have all of them. And if you do, you get another thing that lets you take, like, banished cards from the future. But you only need 75 cards in total, so, like, half of these can go. Okay, we have to put another one on. I'll rather put Elsword in. So now I have those decks in the thing. I'm gonna just take the max health because that is the one problem I have with this character is you have quite a low starting health on this. You have these cards at the moment, and as you can already see some of like the different symbols you got. You also get improved strikes, like so in this case I get one that deals damage that increases each combat. Like so, yeah, these scale. That one, that's a card I'm not going to use. That's a card I'm going to blow. Except for synergies, I guess, because gaining plate armor and thorns is very good synergy. But we'll get to that. Also get to like there's force, focus, and thing, and I don't remember what the dex one is, but the temporary buffs to your increases. There's different kinds of damage you can do. Like, there's different types of cards, like there's spellcasters and there's martial artists that have their own special features. There is a lot going on here. Like, this has... Like, I'm hoping I'm going to draw the cards to be able to show this off properly. Like, that is my one hope for this run, is I get some decent cards for showing off the the fact that I have to specify that. So that is elemental damage, which ignores thorns and does more damage to block. That does 0 damage. It only does damage if you have orbs channeled, which I don't. It is martial artist, so it synergizes with other martial artists, because synergy's a thing. So if it's the same show, brain's not functioning today. Please bear with me. If it's the same show, you get synergy. It procs this, which lets you which causes you to draw a card, and some cards have special effects on synergies. So like this one, which lets me get an extra plate armor and thorns. But yeah, there's some things that are effects that are triggered on discarding cards. There's some cards that have triggers on exhausting cards. There is so much in this. It is quite impressive. This is really hard to proc. This was really hard to proc before because it used to be on strength. Now it's on this, which deteriorates. It's really difficult. That's gonna go really well with this card. Why? Because throwing knives. Throwing knives gives you get a random throwing knives, and throwing knives deal a couple hits of points of damage, but the main function is. But yeah, it's a certain amount of damage, which is targeted damage, which ignores flight, and then it's a random debuff. So is not bad scaling at all. Yeah, so it's 2 of the targeted damage, which ignores flight, and thorns. Most of these special types of damage ignores thorns, because, well, I think we all agree that thorns are garbage. Thorns on enemies are just really annoying. I'm a bit screwed here. I don't think I'm gonna get really showed this like how in depth breathe. I don't think I'm gonna get to show how in depth this is, but I also don't think I would do regardless. Like, there is so much shit in here. I don't think one run will ever be enough to show it all. And this is a really good, that is, if nothing else, a really good reason why you should come watch the streams if you're watching this in the highlights. Because I will be playing this game more, and I really like this character, so I will be playing this more. So maybe come watch the streams. Maybe, just maybe. I'm dead. Like, I know I'm dead. I'm letting myself die. But yeah. So those are a few of the really fun mods that I have. I have some others that are all really fun. Anyway, that was it for the video and for the stream. If you're watching on the video, thank you for watching. Go check out the streams. If you are still around in the stream, go check out the videos. Both of you sets of people can find my Twitter if you really want to. I don't post much. I retweet stuff that I find funny and agree with, and I like a lot of smut because I follow a lot of artists, and I don't care about whether or not those artists are safe for work or not. I think good art is good art, whether or not it's wholesome or lewd. I don't see the difference. But yeah, thank you for watching regardless. Subscribe, follow, all of that stuff in the respective places. And yes, I'll see you next time. Hurrah.